Hey, welcome. This is the first time I'm going to be recording myself doing a Flipnem study session. So these are all the decks that I'm trying to remember. My goal is to do them on a daily basis just to try and stay sharp on them. And yeah, you get to watch me fumble through them, honestly. So let's go. This first one, conversions. How many seconds in a day? I think this is uh, I just made a mnemonic for this, so it's oh, I remember. Um, so the way I remember it is it takes how many seconds does it take to fill up a tank of gas, which is reminds me of the Union 76 gas station, and so it's actually Union 76, but 86 is how I remembered it. So it's 86, and then what tied into that? Oh, I can't remember. Let me look. 100 more than the movie 300. Okay, so it's kind of random. So I remember what it was. It was my image was the Union 76 gas station pole, and then it's the Spartan stacking up on that, which is 300, and then I'm just remembering more, 100 more, so it's 400. So 86, 400 is the answer. Let's see. Okay, that is the answer. Let's try that again, because that was awful. How many grams in an ounce? Okay, there is a mnemonic for this. Um, I believe it's 29.6. My mnemonic is, I can't remember. Shoot. Oh, okay, it's volume. Okay, I'll have to remember it's the volume of water joule. So now that helps me. So my mnemonic is uh, a zombie with its mouth filled with water, and zombie reminds me of 28 days later. So it's 28 something, and then I remember it's my mom is the zombie, and the last two of her phone number is 35. So it's 2835. Yeah, so 2835 grams. Okay, let's try that again. But hopefully reinforcing that one. Kilograms in a pound, these always confuse me. So kilograms are way bigger, so it's going to be less than one. I remember kilometers are zero point 0.6 and kilometers are zero point 0.4, so it's zero point 0.4. 0.45, so I would like to remember that 0.45 a little better. Oh, okay. Age of the Millennials. So this is a different deck that I'm uh, studying. Millennials are 45. Okay, so now I got to think of a way to tie that in here because how do I go from kilograms in a pound to millennials? How about when you start getting older, you start getting fat. So that'll make me think of, well, I'm not a millennial, I'm a Gen Xer, but I think that's enough of a tie-in. Okay, so let's edit this mnemonic. Okay, so we'll say dealing with weight. You get fat as you get older. That should make me think of the millennials. And then so that'll be 45, and then it's one down, up, one up. So 4 goes down and 5 goes up. So it's 3, 6. So it's 4, 5, 3, 6. And boom, that's what aligns there. So great. Let's save it. Okay, let's go back and study it some more because now we know. Okay, let's run through it. Kilograms in a pound, that has to do with weight. That makes me think of millennials. Millennials are 45 is the oldest millennial, and then one up, one down, so 4536. So 0.4536. Oh my god, we got it. Let's do it again. Okay, how many feet in a mile? So we have seen this together. It's it ends in 80 because you walk a mile and it makes you hungry, so you eat. And I think I was just remembering the 5-2 at the beginning, so I wasn't adding that in. So I think it's 5280. Thank goodness. And let's just check it out. Yeah. So it's a little weak on the front that the 5-2 isn't there, but I figure if it's already in my memory, that's fine. Okay, so let's say good on this one. Well, let's say hard because it doesn't feel strong. So this is just reversing it. 5280. How many feet in a mile? Um, I don't really need it going both ways, so let's just delete this card, honestly. We don't need that. All right, so now this is interesting because I deleted the card, so now I'm inspecting and how do I... Oh, that's interesting. This is and a reverse card. So I wonder if I just deleted both those cards right now. Yeah, I did. So we're gonna have to add a card here because I just deleted that one. All right. So the question was, how many feet are in a mile? Oh, that's too bad. We deleted the mnemonic too. Okay, and then we know the answer is 5,200 and geez, what was it? 80 because I get hungry. 8. I want 888. Okay. And the mnemonic, so we just remember the 5-2, and then when you walk a mile, you get hungry, and you want to eat. And we'll just tie that straight to 8. Okay, a little weak. We'll call it good. Okay, and you'll notice that one, I made it, that should have been normal answer, so yeah, so you notice the other ones were reverse cards, and this one's the basic, so it's just some solo card, which I prefer. I reversed are kind of specific. I don't really like them. All right. So, anyways, we got to study this deck again. So let's go back. Okay, yards in a mile. This one I just know 1760, and I think I just remember that because it's kind of a famous date. Birth of America. Yeah, birth of the nation. Yay! Woohoo! Okay, this one's good. How many miles are in a kilometer? Okay, so miles are bigger, so it's going to be a decimal. And this I just remember the miles are zero point 0.6, whereas the kilograms are zero point 0.4. So let's go 0.6, 0.621, about 5/8. I wish I could hold on to that too. Let's see what my mnemonic is. Okay, so that I basically did. Oh, and then there's the 8 Mile M&M movie because was it 6 point? How did that tie? Oh, because I was trying to remember 5/8. So 8 Mile gave me. So if I can remember that fraction, 5/8, then that would get me to kind of to 621. So I'll just go for that for now. If I can remember the 5/8, then that will help me. 0.6, and it's 5/8 of a mile. Let's say again. We need to reinforce that sucker. Tablespoons in a fluid ounce. This, I think I just know. Yeah, there's no mnemonic. I believe it's 3. Oh, my gosh. There's another one that's 3. Oh, the 3 is teaspoons in a tablespoon. So this one I just need to know. So let's just say again, ounces in a pound. I should just know it's 16. Good. 2 months, yeah. How many square feet in an acre? I think there is a mnemonic here, but it's 43,000. I remember the mnemonic, so I go square, and that reminds me of Van Halen. I can't drive 55, but I remember it's actually 56. So I think it's 50. Oh, I lost it. It's 43,560. That's what it is. Yay. That was definitely hard, but we got it. How many feet are in a mile? We just did this. So I think it just started with 52, and then it was 8, so 5280, 1280. Yay. Okay, let's call that hard, but good enough. All right, we made it through a deck. Let's pat ourselves on the back. Um, this deck criticals. This I keep. This is like personal more stuff like social security numbers, phone numbers, etc. So you'll notice there's a lock here. It's an encrypted deck just to protect that information, but I won't study that while I'm broadcasting. Let's see if there's any more that are interesting for you guys, because these are kind of op specific stuff. FSRS, that's the algorithm that driving flashcards. I won't bore you with that. Generations is a bit interesting. So the goal of this deck is just to know the generations, know when they were born, know what their age is today, so I can actually try and associate, oh, this person is in this group. Okay, so baby boomers. So this was right after World War II. So 45, I think it goes 45 to 65 even. Okay, these are hard because you got to remember these borders. So, oh, but I forgot these numbers were inverted. 4664. So that I should remember with the baby boomers. Let's see what my mnemonic is here. Okay, this is like a generic mnemonic that AI gave me, so it's not real great. So let's get a better one in there. So then, baby boomers. I mean, 45 is easy because it's after World War II. So I really just need to key in on the 46 to 64. If I can remember either of those. Numbers are always hard. Um, baby boomer. I mean, it kind of reminds me of my parents. They are baby boomers, and when I was growing up, they were the baby boomer that I knew, and they were in their mid 40s at that point. So let's just remember that way. Um, my parents were this age when I was a kid. And then if we could remember the 40s, I think if we can just remember that they're inverted. How can I remember that? My parents, let's say my parents are doing a handstand. Uh, let's say my dad is doing a handstand, so he's inverted. All right. So we'll see if that sticks. Okay, let's save it. Let's go back to study it. Baby boomers, birth years. Of course, we just did it. Let's go through the mnemonic. Baby boomers. Yeah, my parents when I was a kid, they were mid 40s, and so my dad doing handstands inverted 4664. You get it. Okay. Let's do again. We got to reinforce that. Baby boomers age today. So they start at 62 and they go through 80. Okay, good. We just kind of know that one. So let's stick with most of these I know the numbers. It's just the border. It's just when one starts and one ends that it's hard. So anyways, Gen X age today. I'm a Gen Xer, so I should really know this. But so we already talked about 45 was when millennials start. So it's 46 um, to 61 because 62 is when it starts for the boomers. Great. 61 to 46. Let's stick with it. Gen Y millennial age today. Same question. So 45, I think through 29. Okay, great. Let's stick with that. Silent generation age today. So these guys cap out at 99 and I think 81. Great. Zoomers. These are my kids. So the I think it's 14 through 28. Great. Millennium's birth years. Okay. So this was 80, 81, and 81 is when this card starts. So it's 81 to 96. Great. Okay. Whew, getting there. Oh, so now you'll see my conversions one. It came back up again. The few I said hard. So let's try it again. Or actually, rather, the ones I said hard on came back again. So let's go see seconds in a day. Okay. So how are we remembering this? Oh, this is the gas station one. So Union 76, but I misremembered it. So it's 86. So it's 86, and then I got my stack of Spartans, which reminds me of the movie 300, and I know it's 100 more than that. So it's 86 400. Sweet. Let's say good now. That felt pretty good. Grams in an ounce. This was the volume, which reminds me, and it's a small amount, so it's the amount of like drool in a zombie's mouth. So that reminds me of 28 days later. So 28, and the zombie happens to be my mom, so it's the last four of her number. So it's 28 35. Okay, good deal. That felt okay. Let's do it in 2 days though. Kilograms in a pound. Okay, so got the mnemonic. Oh, this is the, I think, people gaining weight in middle age. Yeah, so how did that work? Oh, so it's 42.42. What's the rest of it? Because you gain weight in middle age and something happens. Let's look. Oh, it's the flip. Oh, starting age of the millennials. The millennials are getting fat, so that's what I got to remember. I mean, we're all getting fat, but maybe let's make it a pejorative. I'll try and remember that the millennials are getting fatter than the Gen Xers. Uh, let's just put that in here. Why not? That's the thing. You can keep bumping up your mnemonics, but eventually you just got to remember the darn thing. You get fat as you get older, and I'll say millennials get fat faster than Gen Xers. I can't spell two N's. Oh, no. Let's save that puppy. We'll go back. Okay. So it's weight. The generations get fat. Millennials get fatter than Gen Xers. Um, so, but so we're on to millennials. So that's 42, and then I think we just flip it. That's my mom. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. One up, one down. We just got to remember this one. 42, and then 5, 3, 1. Oh, it's one down, one up. This is not a great way to remember this. 4, 5, 3, 6. So if I could have a tie-in to 45, I didn't even get that first number right. So it's 45. All right, we just got to hammer this. 4, 5, 3, 6. I mean, I think I can just recognize that. 4, 5, 3, 6. They are very similar. It's kind of a pattern. So let's do it again. Okay. Conversions is up again. Let's go check it out. Miles in a kilometer. Okay. So this was the, it's going to be a fraction because miles are bigger. And then it's not the gas. So I kind of know the answer, but I want to drill the mnemonic. So I know the distances are 4, 6, but it's like, shoot, let's just cheat. Oh, it's the M&M one. It's the 5/8. Gosh darn. So I can remember that mile. Gotta drill in on that mile. Okay, when I see it, think mile. So we'll do it again. Tablespoons in a fluid ounce. That was 2, because 3 was wrong last time. Great. Okay. Let's see. Generations is done. Is there any that you guys might find interesting? I got some new miscellaneous in here. This deck's kind of interesting. I just keep putting anything I find into this miscellaneous. So I've kind of, this is my new pattern that I'm trying, is just stuff one deck. Because, arbitrarily dividing everything up, you don't really need to, I don't think. You might as well just stuff one, let the algorithm feed you. Anyways, how to delete a remote git branch. So that's git push dash dash delete, like origin and the branch name. Oh, so I gotta get that origin first. That command might actually work that way, but I should just get it there. So let's do it again. What GH command lists the latest GitHub action runs? This one's really easy. It's GH run list. Yeah, this is so easy. Let's just get rid of it, honestly. Yeah. All right. And then we'll go back to studying. In bash, name the new column ways to loop over the output of a command. Oh, this one's good. So the first way, you say, you do the command, and then you pipe it to while space read dash r semicolon do new line echo paren dollar. Oh, I forgot the line. Shoot. So I got to start over. So it's command pipe while dash r line semicolon do echo dollar paren string or dollar sign line paren new line done. That's the first one. And the second one is for dollar item in dollar paren command paren semicolon do new line echo it's just echo quote dollar line end paren new line done. Okay, that was kind of a long one. Thank you for bearing with me. This one's almost too long because I I end up doing the both and I forget. But let's see, I think I remember what I did. So I command pipe while read dash r line do. I think this. I may have put this in parens when I said it the first time, and the second one I did it right. I put it in quotes, but I'm gonna forgive myself on that. Excuse me. Okay, and that looks good too. So I'll just leave these together, even though, and I felt pretty good about that actually, even though it took me forever to say that. Linear regression. This one was interesting. I was trying to study like AI and linear algebra. So I just got a bee in my bonnet. And I'm like, why do they call it linear regression? It's so weird. So anyways, the answer is it's Francis Galton, and he did this in the 1880s. He's the one who he's probably like a founder in statistics, and so he did a study on height, like a parent's height compared to the children's height, and the fact that the children will tend to their height will tend towards the mean. It'll tend towards the average. So if your parents are very tall, your children will be a little less tall. And he called that the regression. So ever since then, they call it a linear regression, even though it's not a regression as they use it in the modern term. So they'll just say, they'll look at a formula, and if it's linear, they'll call it a linear regression. But the regression part just hangs out. Okay, too much yada, too much yapping. Okay, I got that one. I don't even remember what the mnemonic was. Oh yeah, Francis the Badger. Yeah, actually that's not true. I use this. Let's say good on that. I don't remember the days neath the month. Okay, so this is that the saying. So it's um, 30 days hath September, April, June, November, and then February alone, and the rest have 31. I'm butchering it, but it's basically what it is. 30 days hath September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, except February alone. So I think I got this right, but it would be nice to be able to say this and not have it be so choppy. But we'll say hard. Myasthenia gravis. This is an autoimmune condition where you get progressively weaker. I think it's your myelin sheath starts breaking down. This one's weird because as you get tired, you actually start to lose strength. This part I'd like to remember. It's acetylcholine receptors. All right. We'll say good on that. AS256. So this is an encryption cipher that you can use, and it's the right choice when you're encrypting something, when whatever process you're architecting, your same process is basically unencrypting it. So VPN tunnels are a good example of this. Disk encryption is a good example of this. So this is different than asymmetric encryption, like public-private keys. All right, feel good about that one. Okay, asymmetric, RSA and ECDSA. So you use those when you have a multiple party encryption arrangement, basically. Yeah, use when two parties don't share a secret. Okay, so that's kind of the key, when they don't share a secret. And I should have said that for the AES one too. So AES, the secret is, it's just there. It's not shared. Okay, let's say good. In Terraform, I'm going to get out of these tech ones. I'm going to try and stick with more generally consumable and interesting things. Okay, well, that was a good session for today. This is my very first one, so if you happen to be watching, thank you for watching, and I'll try and keep doing this actually. Thank you.